Well, good evening. This is Wyatt Jones, your favorite principal. Just announcing that on January 31st, 2019, Loyola High School will not be having school due to the inclement weather. It is pretty cold outside. And as an administrator, I've had the opportunity of hearing parents tell us how we should best service and deal with their students. So on this evening, I'm going to afford that same advice to our parents when dealing with their students day 3. Day 1, I'm pretty sure was kind of cool, little time to bond with Johnny and Sarah in the house. Day 2, got a little old. 3 bills a day, all day dealing with them. Probably was about time to go to school. And now day 3 is probably a state of emergency. So I'm going to give you a little advice that we normally get all the time. I'm pretty sure that it's applicable in your home. Number 1, parents, please understand when you have multiple kids in a house that you have to use differentiation. All kids don't learn the same and not at the same pace. So you may have to give commands or demands more than once. Yelling works for some. Physical attraction may work for others, but make sure you do a multitude of things before getting frustrated. Secondly, you must continue to be professional and keep a cool and level head at all times, because understand they have developing brains, and even if they seem to get a little bit frustrated, we must stay on top of things. And finally, in terms of behavior, we must use multiple avenues and tools like PBIS, positive behavior support. Maybe have him sit down or her sit down and write a plan on what went wrong, and maybe, just maybe, how to improve so they're not in that situation again. There's always in-school suspension, which you can just put them in their room. But please understand, you have to give them multiple opportunities. And finally, and most important, he may or she may be acting up in your home right now because you're just not engaging and they're just bored. So parents, please make sure you have plenty of things for them to do. For my fellow educators, rest up, my dear friend. You have yet one more day. And parents, we will look forward to having these great kids walk into our buildings on Friday, well rested. But what I ask you to do tomorrow is take a moment and go buy a card. Send Johnny and Sarah to school with a card and simply in the inside write thank you. We'll definitely understand. This is your favorite principal giving you some tools on how to work with your students while at home on snow day number 3. Teachers, have a good night. Bye-bye now.